So here's a little video of my orchid for a lady friend at church. And I just wanted to show. So when I got it, these were the flowers that I got. And then these grew down here. And one of them, or two of them, have fallen off. And then this one just bloomed a little bit ago, and this one's going to bloom here. And then over here, oops, come on, little guy. This one over here, it bloomed all the way down to the bottom. This one and this other one just bloomed out a couple of days ago. And I've got another little guy coming down here. And let me turn this so we can see the beautiful, stunning, absolutely stunning green leaves. Look at those leaves. They're absolutely beautiful. It's like I'm just like in awe of this plant. Let me see. I can turn it better this way so you can see how gorgeous the leaves are. This little damage was like that when I got it, but it is not a killer of leaves. There was damage on this one over here, and I just cut the edge off, and they heal up, and everything works quite well. So this one is starting to lose its flowers because that's what they do. Obviously, this one's probably going to be the next to fall off, but this one's still going quite strong. Oh man, I love this orchid. She is so pretty. Is she not so pretty? And she's very hardy. Lots of green roots in the bottom. And right now she's in her original pot, the plastic one, which I just, you get people who say, oh, you should repot it right away when you get it home. And I found out that basically just kind of kills your orchid. What you want to do is you want to take it out of that ceramic pot that it's in, and let it breathe, because it has holes in the bottom. So take it out of the ceramic pot, let it breathe, and let it get stabilized in your house before you transplant it. So this one, I don't know, I got like 4 months ago. So I'm going to wait a few more months before I transplant it. Probably when all the flowers have fallen off. This one, it used to have 2 stems. The other one finally did die, and that happens because these basically do not reflower. They could down here potentially, but all this up here, it won't reflower. It could reflower maybe a few, like this one's got one. It's trying to. It's really trying to. But we'll see if it happens. So this guy, I got him at the store quite a while ago, probably 8 months ago, and I repotted him myself into this. So in the bottom is my terracotta balls, and then in the middle is some orchid bark with some perlite, and then on the top I have moss. And then I also put cinnamon in there. That helps give it some vitamins and nutrients every time you water it. And look at all this, is all new. That's where the stem is that I cut off. And this is all new stuff. None of this was there when I planted it in here. It didn't have a whole lot of a root system, but I'm getting them to grow. And then in here, let me see if I can find it. Look at that. That's a brand new one. Look at that. That's growing to the edge. That means my orchid is quite happy. And it gets really dry in Colorado, so we have to water it more than the average time. Like if it's in a really humid state, or it's in its country of origin, where it comes from, where it grows off the trees, it grows straight out. It wraps these guys around the tree on the outside of the dirt. It just wraps around the tree with these root system, and they grow sideways, like sideways. See how these are going sideways? When you get them from the store, they have pushed them upright to be standing up out of the dirt of the soil with these sticks, and they clamp them on tight, and it forms them to grow almost straight up. Well, let them free, let them loose, and they're going to go whichever way they want. And that's how orchids grow. They grow to the side of tree stumps. I can't even think right now. Anyway, so that's how they grow, and that's what they want to do. This one's been forced to be upright, because that's the way they did it. And so I've kept it kind of here so it won't fall over. It's pretty stable, but if I take it down, it kind of leans to the side, and I don't want it to do that right now. I want that root system to get really good and tight. I bought this one, and it was at my mom's, and it got real hot over there, and it doesn't like super major heat. They don't. They're under a canopy with low light and lots of moisture, and it's not super, super hot. So I have it here. It's got one little guy growing at the bottom there. It had another, but it died off, but it's got a new leaf coming, so we're doing good. Up underneath here, this guy split on me because it was so dry at my mom's. It just split in half on me. It's still growing, but very slow. But this leaf and the new leaf in the middle grew out since then. I only had this one leaf and this one at my mom's, this big one, which is dry. Even though I have it in water, it's pretty dry. So I'm keeping it like this until it gets a good root system on it. It's growing lots of leaves, but until that root system gets better, I'm not putting it in any media, which is potting stuff, potting media, not soil, but media. And so until it gets a good root system, it's staying in that water, and it's doing okay. But anyway, sorry for the long video about my plant. And then these are my other guys that are doing quite well. They're doing good. This one's finally going down and around the pot. It's coming down like it's supposed to. It's supposed to come down and hang. So it's finally starting to do that. They're stabilizing here at our new place, so they seem to be okay and liking this window pretty good. I just got to keep going with it and, just pray they keep going. And then this is the other one, which is doing good. It's got another little leaf shoot coming out right here. So that's amazing. And then these two guys. So this one is doing really good too. It's finally starting to take off, because it was struggling for a long time. I thought I was going to lose it. It's finally taken off and really starting to become its own little life here, I thought it was going to die on me. And this one too, it's slow, but I love this little curly rope Hoya. These are all Hoyas, okay? And my one Hoya carnosa, if you guys ever watched any of my other plant videos, it died finally. It just couldn't not make it. It wasn't the little engine that could, And then these are my leeks that I'm growing. Look how beautiful they are. They're so cute. I love them. This one was already grew up big, and I cut it, and I didn't know if it was going to grow again, but it's trying. So I might get a little bit of a shoot off of that one in the middle. But the other two are growing kind of slow, but sometimes they grow real fast, and sometimes they grow real slow. So I got to change the water out on those today. And I like to grow my own leeks if I can, just in water, no plant dirt or anything, because that kills them for me. I tried doing it and they molded in the dirt because I don't know why, but my old apartment was more humid and they just stayed wet too long and they just got moldy. So anyway, thank you guys for watching. Have a wonderful day. God bless everyone. And pray you all have a Merry Christmas.